Hey guys, it's Hannah with Anna Travels. So I wanted to do kind of like a 1 year update on the DJI Pocket 3. I've had it a little over a year now. I got it in either late January or early February. My first experience is that it broke rather quickly. It broke so quickly that I pretty much took it back to Best Buy like the next day. They had to order me a new one because they were out of stock, but I got it, and this is the second one that I've gotten. And I just wanted to do a just recap. Things I like about it, things I don't like about it, maybe a few accessory suggestions, and would I buy this camera again for future vlogging. So let's get into it. So first off, I love how small this camera is. I mean, it is at the lowest possible. It's about the size of my Samsung Galaxy. And there are extra batteries, so this is just the most basic. There's a little bit longer one, and then there's like a half size one, and it also helps you increase your battery. So really, if you have the creator combo, which I think those extra batteries it comes with, you can really vlog like for a very long time if you have those handy. But even with this, I mean, it's not gonna vlog the entire day, but it actually has pretty good battery life. So that is one plus with the DJI. But the size factor is awesome because I can put this in a pocket. I could put this in my purse. Like most of my purses, this will fit in. And it's great. I mean, it's pretty small and it's not that heavy, which I love about it. You know, when I first started vlogging, I got like the Panasonic G85, I think it was. And then I got the Canon M50. I had Olympus cameras, and those are like, you know, like actually like cameras with like lenses and stuff like that. But then I just realized that I like to do with less, and this was actually perfect. And this is why I actually was so curious. And when I was hearing all the hype, you know, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And this would probably be better for like vlogging that I do. And so it has been a great little camera for vlogging, especially like on the go. And like I mentioned, it fits in most of my purses. So image quality. So I'm not a type of person that like is like really super nerdy with like the technical aspects of like all like, I don't know, whatever the more technical, smarter like YouTuber camera gear people say. I just like a pretty picture and good colors, and I don't really like to work for it. And I also don't really want to color correct. So this camera offers that perfect. Like if you don't want to color correct, if you don't want to learn that stuff, then this camera is perfect for you, because I think the image straight out of the camera is good. And I don't have, I mean, I have learned how to color correct, but I'm lazy. I don't have time. You know, I have busy family life. I don't have time to do all that. So I don't want to, and this camera makes it perfectly possible. So I have no complaints about the image. You can do like you could do 4K, you could do other things, whatever. It's in like, watch somewhere a little bit more technical if you want like the technical aspects. For me, it's a nice picture. It's pleasant to watch, and then the colors look nice. So that's it for that part. So there's some extra features on this camera that for like a beginner vlogger or someone like me that doesn't really know or really care to learn like really super technical stuff, it has some presets. It has hyperlapse, which I don't really utilize. It has time lapse, and it has motion lapse. I have used both the time lapse and the motion lapse, and I think it's pretty cool, and it like can add a little bit extra like coolness to your vlogs. Coolness, yes. But they also have slow-mo. And the slow-mo feature, also not something I really use in my shooting, but if I need it, it's there, and it's great. And it's very easy. Like, that's what I love about DJI. They make things easy, like with the DJI Pocket 3, also with their Action line. I had the DJI Action 1, and then I also now have the DJI Action 4. So they just make, that's why I like them, that's why I come back to them, is that they make like vlogging easier for people like me who aren't as technical with, you know, the other stuff. So yeah, that's another great thing. They also have a feature where you can like live stream or use it as like a webcam. Those two features don't have experience with, but if you are considering the camera and you know only could have one camera to do it all, it could be a perfectly good option for you. Oh, and like one feature that I forgot is that the low light. So I don't really tend to shoot with the low light because this camera actually does pretty good. like on the normal video with low light, but then I also don't vlog too much like in dark night. But when I was in Norway recently, there was the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, and I was like, oh, I don't know, like I forgot to like research all the features, like what you needed to do. So I was just like, well, let me see if low light will do it. And I clicked on low light and it actually took video. Now, if I had actually more knowledge and probably like, I don't know what they say, bump up the ISO and do some other stuff, it might have captured it a little bit clearer, but I think it looks pretty cool. So there's that if you are considering it. So there was a few things that when I first got the camera irritated me, but then I learned just how to use the camera. So like my one issue with the camera at first was like shooting down. And then I just realized that I had to like learn how to use the gimbal features. There's 3 gimbal features. I forgot what they are. But like one's tilt, one's, I don't know, like locked, and I forgot the other one. And once like I messed around with it, I realized, oh, if I want to take, you know, top-down photo or video, I just need to set the gimbal up differently. So it was just like a learning process. So I think I'm not even sure if I mentioned that in my last year's vlog, but that's one thing I've come to like kind of learn about the camera, and it doesn't bother me anymore. So we're gonna go over the few things that do bother me about this camera. And the list is a little short, but I kind of like mentioned already, the gimbal. The gimbal is like something I love. The gimbal is something I also hate about this camera. So I've had issues where, and I don't know if anybody else that has this DJI Pocket 3, maybe mine's defective, but when I turn it on, it wants to float to the sky. And it's not all the time, it's just sometimes. And that sometimes can be rather annoying if I'm kind of like, you know, just like flipping on the camera and hit record for like a quick moment. It can get a little annoying. Sometimes I have to go in and actually do gimbal calibration, and that will fix it for a moment. Sometimes if I turn it off and turn it on, it'll like correct itself. It really just depends, but it's like, so it's always consistent. So that is like one thing. I don't know if that's a complaint with other people. Maybe I need to send it in to DJI. I do have the care package. Maybe it's just defective. I don't know. Like to me, it's just an annoyance. It's not enough an annoyance for me to get a new camera, but I mean, I did pay for the care package, so maybe I should. I don't know. If you have the DJI Pocket 3, does that ever happen to you? Like, let me know in the comments below. So when I first got this camera, especially since the first one broke, I was actually like very concerned about the durability of the camera. But it is a good camera, and it is more durable than I thought it was going to be. I thought I would probably be on like 1 or 2, especially with having a toddler. My toddler has grabbed it off of my desk and like ran around with it. It gives me a heart attack, and I don't like her to do it, but she's a toddler, they grab things. And the camera is still fine. And the gimbal thing has nothing to do with her grabbing it because it's done that from the beginning. But if you are a very active vlogger, I really don't think that this camera would be for you. Like if you're like doing extreme sports, or you know, like if you're doing a lot of water activity, like pool or swimming stuff, I would invest in an action camera like the DJI Action. Well, I guess they're on 5 now. Because it's waterproof. Like this camera is not water sealed or waterproofed or whatever you want to call it. So it may not be for you. But overall, I think if you want a good camera for vlogging, especially if you're getting into vlogging, I think it's a great camera. You know, it might not fit all of your needs, but it might fit most of your needs. Like I have the DJI Action 4, just in case I go to the pool, or, you know, or if like, do a little bit more. I'm probably going to do more with this camera, but I think it's a good camera. I don't regret my purchase. I do enjoy the camera. I enjoy filming with it. My only caveat is that I think I prefer shooting with a point and shoot because of the gimbal issue. Because like when I had the Sony ZV-1, sorry, that's my chickens. They're picking on one of the girls. I just like being able to like turn on the camera and start recording without having to deal with the gimbal issue. Now, maybe that's this camera's issue. If you've had, like I mentioned, if you have it and it doesn't give you that, maybe I do need to talk to DJI Care. But it's a great camera. I don't regret my purchase. It's still going to be in my arsenal. I'm not selling it. I'll still continue to use it here or there Though if the Canon V1 gets, you know, over to the US, I might pick that up. But anyways, back to the DJI Pocket 3. It's a great camera. I've enjoyed my year with it, and I'll continue to use it. And I do recommend it. I don't have affiliate links because I'm tired of getting kicked out of Amazon's affiliate program for not selling anything. So wherever you buy your camera, go get it. But if you want to buy me a coffee, my link is in the description. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I forgot. Accessories. I don't really do that many with accessories for this camera, but I do have a few. So I have the DJI Mini, which is somewhere on my body. Oh, I think it's right there. It also comes in the Creator Combo. It comes with the DJI Wireless 2. It's the second one. And it syncs well with these. You just have to learn how to sync it. I saw some YouTuber, I can't remember who, so I can't give them credit, but she syncs it or he syncs it on one channel and then syncs the other mic on the second channel. You have to do some editing in post, or at least I have to you know, sync it to make sure it's both, the audio is on both since it's on 1 and 2. But I mean, that takes really quick in DaVinci Resolve and probably some of the other editors. This guy is super cool. It attaches, and because I don't have, so it attaches really quickly to the camera, except for I need to make this down. And it's magnetic. And I'll show you a little clip once so this is what it does. So you can, this is metal, it's one of our awnings. And you can see that it clips on there, like so. Now my chickens are all running because I moved. And then I use this as the case, though the case can't. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, I can. So I think they have a new edition of this on Amazon, because when I was looking, I couldn't quite find this version, but it had like one that extended all the way down to the buttons, because if you touch the buttons, the camera can turn on and then the gimbal wants to move. But if it's in the case, then, you know, I don't know if it really screws it up, because I have done it before. And that also is like one reason why I don't use the Creator Combo case, because when I put it in, it like would shift. But anyways, those are the little few accessories I use. The DJI mics are awesome. I'll put the non-affiliated links, because I don't want to deal with Amazon affiliate program, in the links below. Talk to you guys later.